Guys, today we'll learn about distinct clause and where clause. So this is the second tutorial for the Oracle SQL. So first we'll discuss about the distinct clause. The distinct clause is used in a select statement to filter the duplicate rows in the result set. So it ensures that the rows returned are unique for the column. So the syntax of the select distinct statement is select. You have to mention the distinct clause explicitly, then you have to mention the column name, then from table name. So it will be like select distinct column one from table, your table name. Okay, so now to retrieve unique data based on multiple columns, then what to do? Then in that case, you need to mention select distinct. Then you have to mention all the column names, column one, comma, column two, comma, column three from table name. So if it's a single column you have to use, then select distinct column one from table. If you want to retrieve unique data based on multiple column, then select distinct column one, comma, column two, comma, column three, dot, dot, dot from table. Now, the most important thing about distinct keyword is that distinct clause can be used only in select statement. That's the rule. Now let's look at some examples of using select distinct to see how it works. So for that, we can see the contacts table in our sample database. So here we can see all rows fetched is 319. 319 records got fetched here if we do select star from contacts. Now to get the unique contact first name. Now I want only the unique first name from this contact table. For that, what to do? For that, we need to write this statement. Select distinct. We want the unique first name. So mention the column name, first name from table name, order by first name. So if you execute this and now the result has Srina two rows, meaning that 17 duplicate rows have been removed. Now we'll see how Oracle distinct keyword handles the null value. If you use the select distinct statement to query data from a column that has many null values, the result set will include only one null value. Now we'll see this select query retrieves data from the state column in the locations table, which has many null values. Let's execute. And you can see only one null values is returned. So guys, this is all regarding the distinct keyword. Now we'll discuss about the where clause. So now we'll learn how to use the Oracle where clause to specify a condition for filtering rows returned by a query. The where clause specifies a search condition for the rows returned by the select statement. The where clause appears after the from clause but before the order by clause. So this is important guys. The where clause appears after the from clause but before the order by clause. Besides the select statement, you can use the where clause in the delete or update statement to specify which rows to update or delete. We'll discuss regarding this later. Now we'll see some example. So we can see the product table. Now I want to return only product whose names are Kingstone. So for this we have to use this query. And here in where clause we have mentioned product name equals to Kingstone as I want to return only products whose names are Kingstone. Let's execute. See, we got the result. We got only four record and for each records is having product name is Kingstone. We don't have any other record with different product name. So how Oracle evaluates this query? Now this is something I'm going to tell you extra which is not there in everyone's video. So how Oracle evaluates this query? So first it will execute the from clause. The from clause specified the table for querying the data. Secondly, the where clause filtered the rows on the condition like product name equals to Kingstone, I have mentioned. And thirdly, the select clause chose the columns that should be returned. So we have used simple equality operator here, that product name equals to Kingstone. That's the equality operator. Oracle provides you with many other comparison operator like inequality, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, or in. We'll see example of these operators now. So for example, to get products whose list prices are greater than 500, we have to use this greater than operator. So if we execute this, then we'll get the product whose list prices are greater than 500. See, you cannot see a single record where list price is less than 500. Now, to combine conditions, like if you want to use more than one condition, then I have to use a and or logical operator. For example, to get all motherboards that belong to the category ID 4 and have list price greater than 500, we need to add an extra AND operator for that. See, last time we have used the list prices greater than 500, and this time I want all the motherboard that belong to category ID 4. So the price list must be more than 500 and the category ID should be equals to 4. So this is the AND operator I have used. So this is called the combined condition. So I'm not using a single condition. I'm using more than one condition. So once we have to use more than one condition, then you have to use this and or or operator like this. So here we'll get the result for those records which is having the list price greater than 500 and which is having the category ID equals to 4. Let's execute this. Okay, so for that I'll mention the category ID in select state in select also so that you'll come to know. See here, we got only 10 rows and for each and every rows category ID is 4. We don't have any other record having category ID other than 4. And even the list price you can see it's all more than 500. If someone is saying I want some record for which, I want some product for which the list price is between 650 to 680. So for that I need to use between operator. See here I have used between operator and the list price is between 650 and 680. What does this mean? This means the list price is greater than equals to 650 and less than equals to 680. So this is something equivalent to this. So if instead of between operator, if you use this condition also, list price greater than equals to 650 and list price less than equals to 680, you'll get the same result. And instead of this, if you use that between operator, then also you'll get the same result. We'll see. We'll see now. So first we'll check with between operator. Let's execute. See, we got 6 records. And for that, all the records is having list price in between 650 and 680. Now we'll comment that between operator and use that equivalent one. Still same result. So now how to query rows that are in a list of values. So for that we need to use in operator. So if we want all the product name which are in category ID 1 or 4, then how to do that? Then we have to use in operator in where clause. So we want all the product name which is having the category ID either 1 or 4. So this is how we need to use in operator. So I want the category ID either 1 or 4. So it will retrieve only those record for which Category ID is either 1 or 4. So if some record is having category ID 1, those are also getting fetched, and some record is having category ID 4, those records are also getting fetched. Let's execute. See, we have category ID 1, 4, 1. We have only seen we will see only those record which is having category ID 1 and 4. We will not see any other record having category ID other than 1 or 4. So this in operator is again equivalent to this category ID. So instead of in 1 comma 4, I can use category ID equals to 1 or category ID equals to 4. So if you just comment it down and if you'll execute this, you'll get the same result. We'll see only those record which is having category ID 1 or 4. So this is it guys for today. Today we have learned how to use distinct clause as well as where clause, and for the where clause we have some comparison operator and how to use those comparison operators like in, between, greater than equals to, less than equals to. So that's all for today guys. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that whenever I'll upload this kind of video you'll get notification.